Hello friends, this is Lilia. Today we will be doing part 3 of CPE. In that part you have to talk on your own for about 2 minutes answering a question shown to you on a cue card. I'm personally quite excited about the subject that we'll be talking about today, and that will be cooperation and collaboration. I think with everybody becoming more conscious of our emotions, it's becoming super important and super pertinent to talk about collaboration and cooperation. And I think with Cambridge exams, what they're trying to do is they're trying to be in the avant-garde, in the forefront. So I think that will mean that you will meet more and more of those kind of collaboration-oriented tasks in your exam. I'll be doing one, and at the end of the video, I'll be sharing a strategy. I hope you enjoy it. I reckon what we're being asked to consider when answering this question is why some of us may seem to be more naturally cooperative than others, or what it is, in other words, that makes some of us more efficient or successful at teaming up and collaborating with other people than those of us who are not very much so. And I really think that the real reason for why we are inclined to cooperate and team up and be with other people and kind of distribute responsibility and stuff like that, the real reason for that is not found within the bullet points that we're being shown here, because I actually think that the real reason for why we want to collaborate is because deep inside we have this very powerful force and drive that is based on the understanding that we haven't figured out what reality is personally, but we feel on an inkling level that there is no separation in reality and that everything is one. That's the real reason why we feel so good when we're cooperating, and I think that feel-good feeling is the reason for why many of us are actually driven towards collaboration. In terms of our personalities, I think it boils down to our childhoods. We are surrounded by unique experiences when we're young, and in response to the circumstances that we're in, we conjure up survival strategies that help us feel the connection and love with the people who surround us, be it our parents or our early caregivers, our teachers, our peers, and so on and so forth. And for a physical human, connection and love is the primary need. So one of those strategies may be collaboration. If we're praised when we collaborate, and if we feel that when we collaborate we are valued, we may construct our whole idea of self-worth based on the idea of collaborating and helping others and being part of a team. So we may actually integrate that as part of our personality, and it may be dictating the choice of direction in our lives up until this point in our lives without us being actually conscious of that. Welcome back. So my strategy behind answering this part of the test was that I really knew what to talk about. I was very lucky in getting a subject which I had studied in detail, and that brought my mind back to the time when I was learning about shadow work and psychology and how our cultural programming frames the content of our mind. I just was very lucky in that respect. And if you are like me and you get a task that you can connect with your personal experience, which is your forte, that would be a great gift from the universe. But then secondly, even if you don't, there is something that you can do about this. The first thing that I started doing is that I started verbalizing my thoughts as to what I think the question is about. I said something along the lines of, so what this question is really asking us about is X, Y, and Z. We're not given enough time to think well enough about our response. So we have to say things off the top of our head, don't we? And when we start verbalizing what we think this question is about, that gives us a little bit of the thinking time, while we're also saying things that are pertinent to the question at hand. The second thing that I did was that I relied on my personal experience and I responded to the question without relying on the bullet points. And that is something that you can do as well. If you're good at generating ideas, if you're creative, and if there are many things that you can conjure up and conceive of as a result of being asked something like this, make sure you use that power and share your own vision and view of the question. If, however, you don't feel like this is something that is up your street and the topic is a little bit off to you, you may still start reverbalizing what the question asks you to say, and that will give you a little bit of room to kind of become more abstract in your thinking and respond in a way that you think is intelligent. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again back to this channel, so please stay tuned. That was Lilia for Intelligent, and bye bye for now.